Today I'm going to continue with this SS ute. I'll be putting the inlet manifold on, so before I even bother putting any bolts in the manifold, I'm going to connect up all the hoses so I can move the manifold around for ease of access. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera around because I've got to show you something about the torque sequence. Back in a minute. Righto, this is a diagram I have. That is the sequence you do the bolts in, and two passes. First one 5 Newton meters, second one 10 Newton meters, and this is what I'm using. You don't need a big tension wrench. I'm only using a 1/4 inch drive one with an 8mm socket. So that's all you need. Okay, I'm going to get this thing set up, put on the tripod and get everything set up. And we'll once again we'll speed up the boring bits. Okay, back again. Hopefully this camera will stay where it's put. I shouldn't have said I'm going to speed up the boring bits because nobody's watching, so you probably think the whole thing's boring. But anyway, I'm going to set the manifold in first. No bolts. I have a few things to connect at the back, this being one of them, and a couple of plugs. And then at the front here, I want to get that connected first. I'm not worried about cables or anything like that. So, okay, I'll grab the manifold, see what damage I can do. I've forgotten something to stand on, so that's going to be good. I shall go and get it. Okay, what do we got? Fuel lines in the way as usual. I'm going to set this up here. I'll set it up there like that so I can get to the back of it. Go and get something to stand on. Righto, for memory, should be a plug at the back. I'm not connecting, I'm going to worry about fuel lines and the rest of that crap. There's a plug at the back here. I think I'll do that in a minute because brake booster hose. If you don't do it now, bloody hard to get to, brother. I have actually done this a few times before, as you can tell. If you watch my other videos, some of that stuff, I've never done it and I bugger it up, but that's how it goes. I could tell you a story about, I started making a video on painting the roof of my VZ Adventurer. Tried to do it outside. Went alright with the primer. Put the top coat on today. She's all fried up. Looks worse than when I started. But that's another story. Anyway, so I've got to go back and do that again. Okay, I've got a little that's the one for the heater, that one. There should be one with a one-way valve on it, which is this one. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see, but I'll show you that one. It goes down behind here, plugs in, and there is a plug down here, wire for the wiring. Once I get that on, that's it. Right, I don't really need to do anything else there. Now, I've already fitted, I'm not putting new gaskets on because this has not been on for very long, and I've already replaced the gaskets. There you go. So that's sitting down there. That's located. And I'll bet you, what have I done here? Okay, I've got this hose around the wrong way, so I'm going to have to swap it, which is no drama. I didn't think I'd be able to get to that, but This one here, coolant pipe. I'll just pull that off. There's another one, I'll show you in a minute. So just, if I've got to do that, I'm going to turn this around so I can get to it. That was probably in the right place. Hang on, if I'm doing that, no, it was right. It was right, because I want it there at the bottom. Hang on. Got to loosen it a bit more. There are pains, this was actually leaking before, this pipe, so I'll put these new clamps on. But I just want to make sure that it doesn't, because it's a pain. I had little bits of coolant running down. I thought the water pump was stuffed, which it shouldn't have been because it's a new one. Mate, the amount of new parts I've put on this car, it should really look like it's been down the assembly line again. Especially under the, like in the bonnet here, in the engine, sorry. Done that much work. Like I've said in one of my previous videos, I was chasing oil leaks. Something's been off twice. I did have a video on before, but I took it off. But I replaced the cam sensor at the back of the engine and the oil switch, the oil pressure gauge switch. But it turned out to be the rear main all along, although I think they were leaking a little bit, but it actually turned out to be the rear main. So, righto, coolant pipes on. Not worried about cables or any of that shit. What we'll do is we're going to start with the bolts now. They are 8mm bolts. And I know you probably won't believe this, but the first time I did this, I actually snapped one. So that was another adventure. It's always something. I think these are all right to go in here. There's one with a bracket on it. I left the bracket on for the power steering. I think it goes here. I will probably be wrong. Anyway, can't go at the back, can it? I haven't put the other bracket on, so this doesn't seem to sit right. What are you doing, mate? There's my little dog buddy. Let's come in and have a look. Hello, mate. I use a ratchet, but I'm not. I'm just putting a tight. Okay, I've just tightened them a bit. Now I'm going to go and set up the tension wrench. I'll be back in a minute. I'll get her all set up and we'll be right to go. Okay, she's all set. 5 Newton meters, first pass. Good if I had. One day I'm going to get set up properly. Got to take the old milk crate over the other side. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, now we've got to go up to 10 Newton meters, which I will set up. Okay, set up 10 Newton meters, do it all over again. We'll just show the first couple and then I'll speed it up. There's nothing to look at here. Okay, that's it. All done. 5 Newton meters first pass, 10 Newton meters second pass. Cables, you know, do them later. I think the next video will be the push rods and the rockers. That'll be the next thing before I do anything else. Okay, thank you for watching. The one viewer that watches. That'll be me mate Mick, Mad Mick. Does good videos, long drop adventures, you know, 4-wheel drive and stuff, and he's an expert Spiro. So Schmidt Head Productions, go and have a look at some of his videos, they're really good. Okay, please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.